latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window where it seems like our spring and summer nemesis, wind, has returned today. And boy, was it blowing out there with steady wind speeds between 20 and 30 miles an hour at time. Wind gusts around 30 miles an hour. As we take it, doesn't look like it by this beautiful shot from our Rondo rock camera looking back at Turtle Rock. And you can see just a few high clouds out there. Temperatures, though, a lot cooler. As the winds came up last night, that's when that cold front moved through. And we're seeing temperatures today over 10 degrees cooler than our high temperatures on Monday. And we will let you know about what you can expect for the week ahead in a bit. And I can tell you one thing, we're going to see a lot of heat. And I'll tell you what, it's dangerous to be out there when we're seeing temperatures in the 90s, and we could even push 100 by the end of this week. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke are a concern. So stay indoors, wear light clothing, and be smart out there. The most important thing, stay hydrated if you are going to be outside. And we will bring you all of those hot weekly temperatures ahead coming up in a little bit. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Fire crews battling the Little Camas fire in Chelan County made more progress Monday. And in an NCW Life News exclusive, the Chelan County Regional Justice Center director resigns amid reports of financial and staffing problems. But first, we begin tonight. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Department reports the wind-whipped ryegrass wildfire near Vantage is now 1,000 acres in size and 0% contained. The fire has burned a 4.5-mile stretch of land, both north and south of I-90. On I-90, more than 400 guardrail posts have burned due to that fire. I-90 reopened at noon today after being completely shut down overnight. Vantage Highway has also been reopened in both directions. A Level 3 evacuation advisory that was in effect for residents of Vantage has been lowered to a Level 2, which will allow residents to return to their homes. Wanapum State Park is also in a Level 2 advisory. Fire Command reports only one small structure has been lost. A Type 3 incident management team is en route to Vantage to take over Fire Command. They were there today. A strike team from North Central Washington is also on scene of that fire. Fire departments from Wenatchee, Monitor, Leavenworth, Entiat, and Twisp all arrived at the fire line earlier today. Fire crews battling the Little Camas fire in Chelan County made more progress yesterday. Managers say the fire is now 52% contained and that the fire lines were holding despite the windier weather. The fire is now estimated at 317 acres. Today, crews are mopping up and securing the perimeter of that fire and constructing contingency lines to the east along the property boundary. The fire is still burning in steep, rugged terrain, making the attack by ground crews difficult. 442 firefighters based out of the Kashmir Fairgrounds are currently working the blaze. Crews and equipment will be moving throughout the area, and the public is asked to use extra caution when traveling around the Kashmir area and use US 97 Blewett Pass. The Camas Meadows Bible Camp, along with a few homes, remain under a Level 1 evacuation advisory. The U.S. Forest Service has also closed hiking trails in that area. Well, the Chelan County Regional Justice Center director resigns amid reports of financial and staffing problems. County Commissioner Keith Overbay says the board accepted Kurt Lutz's resignation on Monday. He says it was a mutual agreement.
Really a surprise. This is something that has been worked on over the last couple of weeks. You know, we are identifying some areas in the jail that you know, maybe need some attention and so forth. And so, as we were working through the process, you know, it was kind of a mutual thing that we decided that we needed to go another direction. But there were some great things that Kurt was able to institute while he was here, you know, with regards to mental and behavioral health and so forth, and those avenues within the jail. So.
Overbay says the commissioners were aware of some problems involving communications between jail management and corrections staff that played a role in Lutz's departure. Commissioner Keith Gaynor.
Well, the population is less than it has been in years past, but the type of inmate that we've been housing has changed considerably. And the way the jail was configured when it was first constructed is not the way jails are built today. So, staffing is an issue as far as making sure you have good coverage. And so, there are things that we have done. Most recently, we've upgraded the radio system so that there is, safety and for the officers. And it's something that we're going to have to really take a good hard look at, is what are the immediate needs that really should be addressed immediately, as I say, and then make sure that we find a way to ensure the security and safety of everyone that's in that facility.
Commissioners also point to the jail's finances as a cause for concern that led to Lutz's resignation. Commissioners have hired Bill Larson to replace Lutz as interim jail director. Larson is a former commander with the Washington State Patrol, and he also was employed by Chelan County PUD as the district's security chief. Coming up next, an early morning crash in downtown Wenatchee closed one lane of traffic on Wenatchee Avenue. Chelan PUD commissioners Monday moved a step closer to creating a new nonprofit research institute. And with the summer heat on the rise this week, the city of Wenatchee wants to make sure your child has a safe place to cool off. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
It's a free walk-in job search assistance center. It is designed to help job seekers with the tools that they need to find a job. We have partnered with libraries in 5 other cities, providing the same types of services that we offer here, just there.
Just walk in, we have laptops, and we can help you with resume, cover letter.
All of our services are paid for by the revenues earned in our store. Goodwill is just a tool that the community is using to help their neighbors find a job. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Welcome back. In another news, an early morning crash in downtown Wenatchee closed one lane of traffic on Wenatchee Avenue. The accident happened at around 6:20 this morning in front of Centennial Park when a car rear-ended a pickup, causing extensive damage to the car. The driver of the pickup was uninjured, while the driver of the small car looked a bit dazed but didn't require medical treatment. Chelan County PUD commissioners Monday moved a step closer to creating a new nonprofit research institute with the goal of helping dam operators around the world improve operations and a supporting and hydropower technology hub in the Wenatchee Valley. The PUD's Director of Generation and Transmission, Kirk Hudson, says the inspiration for the institute came from the community during strategic planning.
I think one of the things that we've really prided ourselves in, and this concept and formation of it, is the flexibility that hydropower owners are pretty much all over the map in terms of how far they've gone on the journey of digital transformation. For those that are just starting, this will provide them the basics for getting involved. For those that are very sophisticated and have already spent millions and millions of dollars, they'll have the capability to use what they've already developed if they would like to. Or they can go out and use open source software. So there's a lot of flexibility in terms of how each entity involved in this can actually get access to the data and the software programs that they can use to analyze the data.
Commissioners unanimously authorized the approval of a bridging agreement that sets in motion forming the organization and its governing board. Commissioners have approved $1.5 million in public power benefit funding for hydropower research. Earlier this year, they allocated an initial $500,000 in funds to launch the new institute. We have more on this story on our website at ncwlife.com. Well, with the summer heat on the rise this week, the city of Wenatchee wants to make sure your child has a safe place to cool off as the city's 3 wading pools open for the season. City Parks and Recreation Coordinator Sasha Smith stopped by Street Talk and Other Stuff with Mike Magnotti to talk about the summer opportunities.
Our big summer program that I also, besides the concerts, that I kind of wanted to touch on as well, is we have a really awesome wading pool program that we put on through the city. So,
and Meadows Park is one of those.
Meadows Park.
So and Pennsylvania Park is another.
And Washington. So those are the 3 that we have.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it runs Monday through Friday from 1 to 5 p.m. And we love the fact that it's a free program for kids, and a lot of which don't have parents that are coming with them there. And so it's just a really great opportunity for kids that don't have a lot to do during the summer, kind of have really positive, good role models there to kind of guide them along the way and help them make smart and good decisions and really help out each of these little neighborhoods. So it's a really great program.
These wading things, Meadows, Pennsylvania, and Washington Park, they're from 1 to 5?
1 to 5, Monday through Friday.
And how many recreation people, how many employees are there? Keep an eye on things.
Depending day to day, we should have at least 2 to 3, depending on the park. So Meadows Park, generally we have 2 just because it's a little bit smaller of a park.
Sure.
Washington, Pennsylvania will have a few more staff there. But we always have staff there. We always have, not only just the wading pool program, but we have balls, board games, cards, different activities, bracelet making, any of that stuff that goes along with it. So it's a really great program, especially if there's not a lot of other free stuff going on around Wenatchee.
For more information on the wading pools or other activities hosted by the city, visit wenatcheewa.gov. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom with Major League Baseball All-Star and Mariner news, as well as results from last night's Apple Sox game. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
Oh, hey, Nate. What you doing there?
I'm just reading a book.
A book? I didn't even know they made those anymore. Where'd you get it?
Right down the street at Olde Bookshop.
Olde Bookshop? I'm gonna go check it out.
If you're looking for a good book to read, or you're in the market for some beautiful handcrafted creations from local artisans, look no further than Olde Bookshop right in the heart of downtown Wenatchee.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Tuesday. The Seattle Mariners and their fans doing all they can to get Gene Segura added to the American League All-Star roster. As the Mariners boarded their flight to Anaheim on Monday, the entire team and staff donned the Send Segura shirts in an effort to add the Seattle shortstop as a last-minute fan-voted addition to the Midsummer Classic. It's the first time in 18 years the Major League Baseball has offered a final vote candidate the Mariners have had a finalist name. Segura is second in the American League in hits, third in batting average with a .330 average, and has been a huge contributor to helping the Mariners to the fourth best record in all of baseball. Fans have until 1 o'clock our time tomorrow to cast your vote. Go to MLB.com All-Star Final Vote for more information. Segura currently leading the vote to get in. If the fans are successful in getting him in, he joined teammates Nelson Cruz, Mitch Haniger, and Edwin Diaz as representatives for the American League at the All-Star Game next Monday in Washington, D.C. Well, meanwhile, the Mariners take a 57-34 record into Anaheim to face the L.A. Angels in the first of 3 games tonight. Halos sit a game above 500 and have slipped to 4th in the AL West behind Houston, Seattle, and red-hot Oakland. The A's have won 8 of their past 10 games and 17 of their past 21. After a win over the Astros last night, Seattle will send Mike Leake to the mound to face Garrett Richards. Leake is 8-5 with a 4.11 ERA, while Richards is 5-4 with a 3.42 earned run average. After playing 3 against the Angels, the Mariners will have 3 in Colorado before next week's All-Star break. Well, while the Mariners were idle Monday for a travel day, 3 other American League West teams were in action. J.D. Martinez hit a 3-run home run, his league-leading 28th of the season. That powered Boston past Texas 5-0. Stephen Piscotty hit his 3rd home run in 3 days as Oakland continued to play so hot. They shut out Houston 2-0. Well, turning to local baseball, the Wenatchee Apple Sox officially begin the second half of the summer collegiate season tonight with the first of 3 games against Bellingham. The Red Hot Bells were the first half North Division winners, jumping out to an 18-8 record to secure a postseason berth. In the West Coast League, expansion franchise Portland won the South Division first half with a 17-9 record. Hunter Boyd will get the start of the mound tonight for a 7:05 game at Paul Thomas Senior Field. Taylor Davis will go for the Bells. Now, after 3 here in Wenatchee, the teams will move to Joe Martin Field in Bellingham for another 3 games over the upcoming weekend. Kelowna and Corvallis picked up wins in a slim schedule last night. As we head to the Les Schwab scoreboard, Briley Knight led a 10-hit attack for the Knights in a 10-2 win over Victoria, going 2 for 5 with a run and 3 RBIs. Cowlitz and Kelowna combined for 31 hits and 22 runs in an offensive showcase at Elk Stadium in BC last night as the Falcons won 14-8. Trent Tingelstad led 5 players with at least 3 hits in the game, going 4 for 6 with a double and 2 runs. Coming up tonight in the West Coast League, aside from the Apple Sox and the Bells, Cowlitz is at Kelowna, Bend travels to Victoria, Portland takes on Walla Walla, and Yakima Valley hosts Corvallis. In a non-league game, the Port Angeles Lefties are hosting the Highline Bears. Apple Sox starting pitcher Curtis Boffus was selected West Coast League Pitcher of the Week for his performance last week. Boffus tossed 13 innings over 2 starts. The only allowed 1 earned run while posting a 101 mark and striking out 11. This summer, Boffus has made 6 appearances, 5 starts, logged 36.2 innings for the Sox. He is 3-3 with a 2.95 ERA, 34 strikeouts, only 9 walks on the season. And finally, the Wenatchee Rams are 7-0 after a 42-7 win over the South Sound Nighthawks over the weekend. With just 2 games left in the regular season, Wenatchee has a commanding lead for the regular season title in the Western Washington Football Alliance. Wenatchee travels to Arlington to play the Grizzlies this weekend before hosting Tri-City Rage in the regular season finale July 21st at the Apple Bowl. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric, and welcome back. Last week, many pets went missing due to fear from the loud Independence Day fireworks. In tonight's features story, NCWLife's Megan McPherson has an update from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society on the statistics of missing pets.
Hey guys, Megan here with the NCWLife channel. We are here with Renee Parkins, the Development Officer of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and we spoke with Renee last week about pets who typically run away from home whenever they get scared from the fireworks. Renee, how many people at large called about lost pets this year?
So on the 4th of July, we had 21 at-large calls, which means that people reported either their dog missing or finding a dog or cat, an animal at large in the community.
And how many reports do you get per day on lost pets?
Typically we get 7, so that's about 3 times as many in one day. Yeah.
Wow. And how many pets were returned to their owners?
We had 4 returned to owners in the field, which meant their animals never came here. And then we had 2 attempted, which means we called and we're just not able to connect with that owner. We don't know, though, how many, because we just haven't seen our numbers yet from Pet Hub, how many animals were returned to owners because of their new ID tags. So I would just encourage if people have those stories to let us know. We'd love to hear about your Pet Hub's license success story.
So if someone has a successful pet reunion and they want the world to know, what should they do?
They can email us at wvhs@wenatcheehumane.org.
All right. Well, thank you, Renee.
Thanks, Megan.
Megan McPherson, NCW Life News.
And we'll be back with the recap of some of our top stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this. Stay with us.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas, and introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Entiat. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Todd's a great boss. Sometimes he can be a little intense.
Adam, how about a lunchtime run?
I'd love to, Todd, but I got a lot. Oh, Mr. Jones, you made it. I'm glad you can make it. You're really gonna love our lifetime warranty on all new Hondas. Let's walk and talk.
Oh, the running thing? It gets them hustling. I consider myself a great motivator.
Lakeshland Mailboxes is a small place with a lot to offer. Job one is shipping and receiving from A to Z. They pack it, they label it, they ship it. But did you know we also offer notary service, online computer access, legal forms, copies, greeting cards, and of course, mailboxes. Schland Mailboxes, everything you need in one small package.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Department reports the wind-whipped ryegrass wildfire near Vantage is now 1,000 acres in size and 0% contained. The fire has burned a 4.5-mile stretch of land both north and south of I-90. On I-90, more than 400 guardrail posts have burned due to that fire. I-90 did reopen at noon today after being completely shut down overnight. Vantage Highway has also been reopened in both directions. A level 3 evacuation advisory that was in effect for residents of Vantage has now been lowered to a level 2, which will allow residents to return to their homes. Wanapum State Park is also in a level 2 advisory. Fire Command reports only 1 small structure has been lost. A Type 3 incident management team was en route to Vantage to take over Fire Command. A strike team from North Central Washington is also on scene of that fire. It's fire departments from Wenatchee, Monitor, Leavenworth, Entiat, and Twisp all arrived at the fire line this morning. Well, the fire crews battling the Little Camas fire in Chelan County made more progress on Monday. Managers say the fire is now 52% contained and that the lines were holding despite the windier weather. The fire is now estimated at 317 acres. Today, crews are mopping up and securing the perimeter of the fire and constructing contingency lines to the east along the property boundary. The fire is still burning in steep, rugged terrain, making the attack by ground crews difficult. 442 firefighters based out of the Kashmir Fairgrounds are currently working the blaze. Crews and equipment will be moving throughout the area, and the public is asked to use extra caution when traveling around the Kashmir area and US 97 Blewett Pass. The Camas Meadows Bible Camp, along with a few homes, remain under a level 1 evacuation advisory. The U.S. Forest Service has also closed hiking trails in that area. Well, the Chelan County Regional Justice Center director resigns amid reports of financial and staffing problems. County Commissioner Keith Overbay says the board accepted Kurt Lutz's resignation on Monday. Overbay says the commissioners were aware of some problems involving communications between jail management and corrections staff, and that played a role in Lutz's departure. Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, but before we do that, let's take another look outside our weather window from our Arundel Rock Sky-Fi camera. Looking back at Turtle Rock, lots of wind out there today. Boy, we've been used to that, haven't we? But lots of clear skies too. Cooler temperatures. Yesterday we topped off at 94 degrees. Today we'll be lucky to get to about 81 or 82 for our afternoon high temperature as a cold front moved through last night, and that's what brought us the wind and cooler temperatures today. But I'll tell you what, folks, that's all going to change over the next probably 5 to 7 days here in the Wenatchee area. As we take a look at our surface loop, we are seeing temperatures just warming up as we make our way through the week. Today, the coolest day by far that we'll see out of our entire forecast period. By tomorrow at 4 p.m., just keep an eye on the color changes on our temperature map. As they become darker orange and more red, that's where we're going to see more heat. And by Thursday, we could see high temperatures in the mid-90s. Tri-Cities could see 100-degree temperatures on Thursday, and not much improvement on Friday. In fact, an even deeper red in the southeastern corner of Washington. We will once again see highs in the mid to upper 90s in the Wenatchee area. Another weak cold front will move through then Friday night, just slightly cooling us off for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we will see lots of sunshine, and there you see it, warm temperatures with highs in the lower 90s. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight, a very mild one. In fact, we're going to see a lot of mild overnight lows, 60 tonight, and then back to the heat. Look at that map. Sunny with light wind on Wednesday and 90, 96 Thursday, 95 your high temperature on Friday. Mid-60s, very mild for overnight lows. As we kick off the upcoming weekend, sunny and hot. Don't know what else to say. Both days, Saturday and Sunday, slightly cooler than Thursday and Friday, but still plenty warm at 91 and 92. Monday, not much is changing. Our high temperatures, we start our next work week, should be around 93 degrees. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Looking for a hands-on, high-demand job? Now is the perfect time to get trained for a career in manufacturing. Washington currently has a shortage of skilled tradespeople, and retirements are making room for more. The machining program at Wenatchee Valley College is designed to give students the foundation to excel in this precision industry. Don't wait, there are only 15 spots left. A 2-year degree and a 1-year certificate are available. Learn more at wvc.edu/machining.
Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.